The ATM trash bin. A stolen vision that could have been a breakthrough. In the bustling streets of Brisbane, Australia, during the early 1980s, a young innovator noticed a recurring problem. Transaction slips piling up around ATMs, littering the sidewalks. The solution seemed obvious to him. A convenient trash bin designed specifically to fit the ATM's aesthetic and functionality. That idea would eventually manifest across the city and beyond, but not with the recognition or reward its originator deserved. This is the untold story of Philip, a young designer with vision, whose trust and naivety were exploited by a system more focused on profit than fairness. Philip, then only 20 years old, was inspired by the litter problem to take action. He began sketching industrial designs for a receptacle that would seamlessly integrate into ATM machines. The concept was simple but elegant. A bin that could securely receive discarded transaction slips while addressing potential security concerns, like the risk of vandalism. I designed the slot to prevent liquid from being poured in while still allowing thin slips to pass through, Philip recalls. With his sketches in hand, he took the initiative to approach organizations directly. His cold-calling efforts eventually led him to a meeting with Colonel Moffet, head manager of a major Westpac branch in Brisbane. Moffet was intrigued, even asking Philip to create three-dimensional models to better demonstrate the design. Encouraged by the bank's interest, Philip contacted the Keep Australia Beautiful Council, a well-known environmental organization. They were eager to endorse the project, adding their logo and backing to the initiative. It seemed like the idea was gaining serious traction. Reflecting on his conversations with Moffet, Philip recalls a particularly telling moment. He said, "We pay people for their ideas. We don't expect them to give them to us." Philip took the statement as reassurance, not realizing it foreshadowed the bank's willingness to take his work without credit or compensation. "I was trusting, naive, and gullible," Philip admits. About a year later, Philip saw his idea materialized. ATM bins were installed in the city. However, his elation quickly turned to heartbreak. When he called Moffet to follow up, the manager first claimed someone else had come up with the idea. Then, astonishingly, he denied ever meeting Philip. "He hung up on me," Philip says. "That's when I knew which side they decided to fall into." Philip sought legal advice from Pizzi & Sons, a reputable patent attorney firm, but was told there was no legal case to pursue. The design, they explained, was considered too generic to patent, despite its innovative application. Without legal recourse or mentorship, Philip was left adrift. Even a plea for help from a wealthy relative went unanswered, compounding his sense of isolation. "I wore the suit and tie to look just like them, but clearly the real minds of these people were focused on greed over honor or truth," Philip reflects. "It broke my heart and put me back, just as I was trying to take off." Looking back, Philip acknowledges how the experience shaped his view of the corporate world. He sees it as a cautionary tale about the exploitation of young innovators. "Having this win in my resume could have opened so many doors," he says. Optimistic confidence is contagious and a major key for success, but I didn't expect to be robbed by the bank. Despite the betrayal, Philip finds solace in humor and reflection. "Many Batman villains are thwarted, good guys treated appallingly by the establishment. Food for thought," he quips. This story serves as a reminder of the importance of intellectual property protection, mentorship for young creatives, and holding institutions accountable for ethical conduct. Philip's vision to improve the streets of Brisbane may have been co-opted, but his ingenuity and determination remain a testament to the spirit of innovation.